Hello, hello, hello. It's Angela. And we are here to have a little play with this book. Now, this book looks very colorful when you look at the beginning. A Year of Flowers. Man, look at that color. You're thinking, I'm going to open this book and, hey, all the pictures are in black and white. But it's been talking to me ever since I brought it home. So I'm going to use this book, and I want to take August out of here and make just a little August journal. Just a little one. Only goes so far, and then it changes to September. Right there. So I was trying to figure out where the signatures were. I can see that it's might be just, let's take the cover off and find out what it's made of inside. So first we have this little piece here. I don't need to save the the outer section. It would be useful for a book eventually, but for a journal. But it's not like I have any thoughts of using the cover. What my thought is on is this spine. I want to see what it looks like back there. I think it might be a glued one, but if we can get the spine off, we might find out a little more about this book. It's not like the old ones where you cut them off and then you look inside and there's a newspaper in the back or something. So let's see if I saved the outer part. I did. So if we wanted, we could turn that into a journal cover. Make a nice heavy-duty one, wouldn't it? Okay, so now what do we have? What do we have? What do we have? It is glued really well. Got some tape up there for the little header, and I don't remember what you call them, but that's really glued right there. I think it's probably a glued book. You know, sometimes they look glued, but you go in here and you find out that they're actually bound into the signatures. What I'm doing is slicing these little pieces off in here that look like some sort of a tie between the right and left pages. So I'm excavating a book, if anything. Be careful if you're doing something like this. Okay, so it is definitely glued. I don't think we're going to see any big voila here. Lots and lots of glue. So each page is thoroughly glued in. So it would be harder to turn them into a signature because they'll probably be single pages. Don't know yet. Yeah, they're going to be single pages, I'm pretty sure. Might be the only way we get it apart. Okay. So let's take a look here. Yeah. Okay, so we're dealing with single pages. Okay. So let's put that right there. There's something sharp on my desk. Oh, I cut my mat. Oh, I've been busy. I made videos yesterday, and absolutely both of them, I was off camera, off camera, off camera. I was so disgusted with myself. So, I'm back today, and we're going to try again. Now that's a July, and that could be a July, or it could be an August. Let's see. We know this is August. So that probably goes with September, but that could actually probably go with the August to keep all of August together. And then we'll leave this with July to leave, so July's last picture is there. Okay. So I'm just going to carefully slice down through here. It might seem like I'm putting a lot of pressure on it, but I'm really not. What I'm mostly doing is going very slow. Because I don't want to cut everything else. There we go. What I'm running into is this piece right here is kind of a problem to work around. Nice little piece to save if you can. Look good in a grunge journal. I'll toss it up there. Okay. So you could keep it together in a way but I think probably the most important part will be to keep it in order so that it makes sense as you go through the journal. Of course, that won't happen because, well, it could in this one. Here's a page. Ooh. It's going to be a little wider than normal, I think. Yeah, we'll see. I'm going to have to come up with an idea, aren't I? So this basically would be like a nature journal. Maybe we'll do a collage to go with it for the month of August. August is almost over. We'll have to run and do September. And this one, getting a little harder, so I'm going to have to take off some of that gluey edge right here. So I hope you're all doing well. Hope you're having a beautiful summer. So it's going to be coming to an end pretty soon, isn't it? I'm not. I love summer, but I love the fall. That's one of my favorite seasons, really. The fall and the spring. I love winter if it snows. If it's like it normally is here, which is drizzly and cold and sometimes icy and dark skies. If it's like that, I don't like winter so much. I love the holidays. Thanksgiving is my favorite. I love Christmas. It's joyful. It's peaceful. But I don't know. Thanksgiving is one of my very favorites. It's hard without my Kansas daughter being here. So I haven't seen her for a while. Going to have to get brave and get on a plane. Okay, so we're going to keep that with August. Okay, so there's those. Here is the main idea of our book, which is August, a journal for August. Now, I believe that we can, oh dear, I got out of order already. Yep, there we go, August. So, let's see. So what I'll need to do is attach a page to here. So I think what I'll do is go down and crease somewhere in here. We don't really want to take up, you know, what do you think? Let's get our measure. So this is just a planning session. What we might do to make a book out of papers that don't exactly fit. I'm going to mark this at 1/2 inch right there. And then I bet I could just score it on my scoreboard if I'm careful. because the paper, I don't know what it's going to be like when it scores or bends. Right here. I'm going to go this way. Make sure it squares up. Going to look for that half-inch mark, which is going to be right about there. Okay, push that back into place. Okay. I might make it a little bit deeper than a half-inch. What I don't want is for this to get caught up in the signature, but I think we'll need to make it a little bit deeper. So that was just about a half-inch. This is 3/4. Which is kind of nice because it's just to this edge of this line. It's over here. So let's have a look at that. So I'm still working on the Tall and Slim Junk Journal. Just thought I'd let you know. Okay, now the other idea here is that I think perhaps we will cut this piece off. Let's see what that gives us. So my pages will need to at least be made to come out to here. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut that part off. I mean, we don't need it as far as I can tell. So let's be brave and see if we can tear along there. Maybe leave a little bit of the outline of the black because we have it here and here. I'm afraid to tear it. I'm afraid. Okay, pressing that down good and hard so nothing moves. Oh yeah, that looks cool. Okay. Just hook that on our page here for a second. Okay, so then we want to take off, oh gosh, we want this to kind of be even on the other pages. What I mean is this distance from here to here. The paper underneath. That is about 3/8 of an inch. And that almost is. Oop, too far. Okay. So that's 15/16. Not 15/16. 5/16. Okay, I think we're good right there. Okay, so I want to cut this paper. Am I in camera? I'm getting off camera. Sorry about that. I'm going to cut this off here. And over here. Okay, so let's get our tearing ruler once again. Going to press down on it really hard because we want this to not move. I don't care if I've got these little jaggies up here, but if they're sticking up too far, I'm just going to pull them off a little bit. Ooh, that's going to be a hard one. Remove that so we can get the table under here. I guess I could have I'm really trying to tear it the wrong way, you guys. It's got a little owie, but that's okay. Okay, so we've gotten that far. Now, we need to add to this page here so that we have a journal writing page. Let's see. Now we could just use this and then cut this down to size. Okay, shall we do that? I think we'll leave just a tad up there, and I'll cut it off with the Tim Holtz cutter, whatever it is, jagged edge thing. So, seek out the ruler here. And this makes me think of making a journal that will go this way. Just a little guy. For the little journal writing spots. And then, let's see. I'm going to leave just a little up there. Okay, so now let's trim that a little bit. Let me get my trimmer. Oh, this is the one I'm talking about. The decal edge trimmer. And we're just going to slice off just a little tiny bit. Just enough to give it the look of jagged edges. That is one noisy cutting, isn't it? Okay. So, our next thought will be that we will glue this in there. Don't want to go right up to the edge, really, because we don't want it to interfere with its folding and then tear the page and make a mess, and it's going to show through this paper, I'm pretty sure. Well, I had this open earlier and it worked. It's almost empty, that's why. It's been in use. Okay. It's going to go in that way, so I'm just going to put a little along this edge. Don't press it down yet. I think that's going to be just fine. But I do think that we're going to have to give it just a little bit of washi tape on one side or the other. This book was published in, it's a Year of Flowers by Peter Lauer, looks like. Let's see. Sorry. It's 1989 copyright. So there you go. There's that. So, washi tape. Washi tape, where are you? Let's put that there. We'll put that there. And I think we'll use, gosh, I wish I had, maybe I should be using flowers on it. I wish I had a little wider one though. But maybe this will work. If I don't mess it up, it'll work. So what have I been doing? I said I was been really busy. Well, I have been. I've been prepping my items that are going into my Etsy shop. I have lots of things. I'm kind of refining what I'm doing in my studio now. I'm still doing mixed media and everything else, but Some supplies I bought, I just, you know, I didn't need so much of them, or mostly it's lace and ribbon. That's where I ran into my big problem. I'm going to open this up now, and I want to run this along that piece. I put this one on so it would give me a good idea of how wide I needed to make this. I'm still going to glue it down, but I wanted it to kind of look like a neat junk journal. I'm just going to put that there for a second and then cut this off. Carefully peel it up. There we go. And there we go. And a rag. Okay. So my idea is that I don't really want to cover up these words because I want them to be able to be read. There we go. And then I want to cover this because I knew that the glue was going to show through here. I'm just not really thrilled with that showing so much. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to start with the book side this time. Just putting that on there so I can trim that off. Just don't press it down in case it's a really sticky washi tape. Okay, sorry if my head is in the way. Just going to run that die right down along there. And now I'm going to run a second one right beside it. There we go. Okay, so there is the start of our journal. Now, it is wider than normal. I think it'll be okay. Who says we can't have a wider journal? Not white, but wider. I like that. I think that looks cool. It'll be harder to get all of our needles through. I think we'll do a 5-hole pamphlet stitch on this one maybe. And anyway, I will come back tomorrow and we will start working on the next page of it that is going to be a signature like this. It says here, untold motives and ideas are revealed to me in the out of doors, not to be copied, because man cannot copy nature, but from which to develop a folk song or a poem. The art of landscaping, like all other arts, is that of a fleeting thought that must be caught in the wing, on the wing. Jen Jensen, Siftings, 1935. And then down below it says, the world is in great danger of looking too much alike everywhere, because the home grounds of every beginner are planted with gaudy and abnormal varieties, like golden elder, purple leaf barberry, and shredded foliage plants. The right way to get a variety in this world is to restore and intensify the native beauty upon which nature has set a peculiar stamp. Wilhelm Miller, Country Life in America. I wonder what that book is like. You know, that's kind of an interesting idea. I tend to let my garden grow and get way out of hand. I don't take care of it like I used to. So, you know, it's kind of an interesting idea. It would look great if it had an oak on it or something like that. That would be wonderful. It says August is a fine month to take stock of the garden. The blaze of early summer bloom is past. Even the potent annuals have started to slow their flowering. Yet it is too early to divide and transplant for fall or to set up bulbs for next year. So pick up paper and pen and make notes of what plants to move next spring, or any special items slated for the next season that require advanced preparation. How about building a reflecting pool or starting a new perennial border? Or consider perhaps a garden devoted entirely to white flowers. Or maybe a small area devoted entirely to flowers produced by bulbs. For as William Morris said, a garden should look like a thing never to be seen except near a house. It should, in fact, look like part of the house. So on the left was the California poppies, which is stuck with July. So anyway, just kind of gives you some ideas and stuff. So we'll read a little bit here and there of what it says about August. And as we move into September. So this could be a journal with 12 signatures. I have this book we could put it into right here. Trees, a yearbook of agriculture. See, we could put 12 signatures there. No problem. And we might even be able to use some of the pictures out of here. Well, probably not, but you never know. Some of them will probably be good. Look at that. Beautiful. But, oh, I'm sorry, I'm yawning. Must be my bedtime. What time is it? Well, it's getting close to my bedtime. Okay, well, I'm going to let you go. I just wanted to show you the book I'm thinking about putting it in if we do all 12 signatures, July, August, September, etc. So that is kind of what I'm thinking about. So this might be a long project, but we don't have to work on it all the time. You know, we can work on it here and there. It's a here and there journal, but if you look, it can't fit in there. Uh-oh. Oh no, I don't fit. We have to make our own cover. We could use this cover. No, I want to save that for a nature journal. That'll be one big nature journal. Okay, well, thanks for joining me, and the book I'm using again is A Year of Flowers. Colorful on the outside, black and white pictures all on the inside. But they're beautiful, I do have to say. They're very beautiful. They're very well sketched. And so it will be fun to use it. Yeah. Okay, really, I am letting you go this time. Thanks for joining me today, and we'll call this a journal for August. And I will talk to you later. So here's what the picture looks like. It's a guy that is exhausted from gardening, sitting in his chair, relaxing. Okay, I will talk to you soon. Bye for now.